At the United States Air Force Academy, cadets focus on three core competencies: academics, military training, and athletics. To help fulfill the Academy's goal of athletic development, cadets are required to participate in intramurals. Cadets play a variety of sports throughout the academic year with the end goal of promoting fitness, athleticism, and teamwork.
Before this year, the intramural season was 8 days long, and these days could be stretched out through most of the semester due to bad weather. There was a very early start time, and cadets left for intramurals right after class, having only 15 minutes to change and get down to the fields. There was also only one game per day, which was very inefficient, as it's almost half a mile to walk from Saigon down to the intramural fields. Cadets had to choose from sports chosen by the athletic department and had no say in what sports they were going to play. All of these things led to bad attitudes, a waste of time, and a lack of satisfaction.
When asked to rate intramurals from 1 to 10, cadets gave intramurals a 5.6. This isn't really good enough for a mandatory event.
Satisfaction, or in this case, facet satisfaction, is a degree to which employees or cadets are content with different aspects of their work. According to Frederick Herzberg and his two-factor theory, two major factors determine satisfaction. Motivating factors, which you increase to increase satisfaction, consist of achievement or recognition or other internal factors. Hygiene factors, which you want to decrease to increase satisfaction, consist of climate or poor working conditions. The most important thing to remember about Herzberg's two-factor theory is that you want to increase motivating factors to increase satisfaction, while you want to satisfy hygiene factors to decrease dissatisfaction. You have to address both motivating factors and hygiene factors in order to ensure satisfaction among your subordinates.
I've had a dislocated pinky, I've had to get stitches on my eyes, I've had my ankle sprained, I've been cut, bruised, battered, and honestly I just kind of want to play some sports.
A couple of hygiene factors played a large part in low satisfaction intramurals. Time spent at the intramural field was a major factor in cadet dissatisfaction.
Ideas. Well, for one thing, I would shorten them. I would shorten the seasons. I don't think that there should be as much time dedicated to it as other things.
Each day, cadets only played one game, but were required to spend a large amount of extra time at the field. Also, the seasons lasted all semester long, and that seemed unnecessary to most cadets. Cadets were also unable to choose the sport they played, and were therefore forced to play sports they may or may not have enjoyed.
Boxing unwillingly because I'm a tall, big dude. I'm like right on the limit, so I'm boxing kids quite a few pounds heavier than me.
Right.
So that's, yeah, I've had a pretty negative experience with intramurals for the most part.
Hey Isaac, man, what's up? How you doing?
That's good.
Hey, you playing intramurals this season?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
man.
sweet. I got a great spot for you.
Oh yeah?
Can you do boxing for us?
Yeah, sure, man.
How much do you weigh, man?
140.
I'm gonna put you down for 185. You think you can do that? I got you. 185. Thanks, man.
Sure, bro.
See you there.
See ya.
There were several other problems with the old system of intramurals as well. One was the use of positional bases of power by intramural leadership. Specifically, legitimate and coercive power were used. Legitimate power is where the user's power is derived simply from their authority or position. Coercive power is power derived from threat of punishment. Use of these bases of power tends to result in resistance or failure to comply in subordinates.
Gentlemen, you're late for intramurals. Come here. You are 5 minutes late for intramurals. It's 3 hill sprints per minute. That makes 15 hill sprints. Get on the line, gentlemen. Do you have an intramural jersey on?
Another issue was negative affectivity in conjunction with groupthink. Groupthink is when a group thinks or makes decisions in such a way as to discourage creativity or individual responsibility. Affectivity is one's tendency to react to stimuli in a consistent emotional manner. Low affectivity results in negative reactions like grumpiness or cynicism. Groupthink can combine with this and result in the spread of bad attitudes.
Like, I think they're pretty cool. I mean, they're pretty fun. Had a good time doing them, but I don't really see how they're fulfilling like basic objectives.
This year, Cadet Leadership and Permanent Party implemented a new intramural system, which allowed cadets to vote on the sports that they play. It also broke the season into 2 shorter seasons, which allowed cadets who are more motivated to play intramurals to play both seasons, while those who just want to meet the intramural requirement could only play one. It also allowed cadets to waste less time and have more fun. The new intramural system focused on increasing motivators while satisfying hygiene factors. This year, some motivators included increasing recognition by allowing championship teams to play on the Trotso and giving cadets more responsibility by allowing them to run intramurals and choose their own sports. Some hygiene factors that had to be satisfied were made better by decreasing permanent party supervision, getting new sports equipments to improve conditions, and making Day 1 a rules day, which eliminated confusion by setting forth clear expectations.
Giving the cadets the opportunity to, first of all, give some feedback on what sports they wanted to play made us buy into it a bit more enthusiastic for it. And I think that showed in the season, all the teams wanting to be there and playing to a higher level than normal.
Joined the softball team, had a lot of fun. We went out there and we competed hard every time. Overall, when everyone's competing really hard, it's a good time. We faced a lot of teams that did not compete very hard, and it got really boring really fast.
I'd say so. When you go down, that's a time, it takes time to get down there. It takes time to come back. So making a shorter season meant that we only had to go down a couple, or half the time, or a couple weeks, as opposed to almost a couple months. So spending that initial time of just going down there was definitely better utilized. We got more done, we played harder, we didn't waste as much time down there. We didn't have to sit around waiting for a certain time doing nothing necessarily, whereas 2 games would fill the whole time completely. So we definitely used our time better, and no one lost interest because it was only 2 weeks. You weren't going down for 2 months, and by the time 2 months comes around, you're tired of just going down. So everyone was still enthusiastic and motivated to play, which I think helped everyone kind of in their, first of all, physical development a bit, because when you're actually trying to run around and everything, and then second of all, trying to win. Everyone's still enthusiastic and wanting to win. So there's some competition.
Thank you.
Permanent Party has done a good job addressing some of the hygiene factors, but there are still some things left for cadets to do. These intramural jerseys are a little bit tight and uncomfortable. Some squadrons have made their own jerseys that are more comfortable and I think more stylish as well. Other squadrons even brought food and music down to their sports to make it a little bit more exciting and relaxing.
Did having snacks and music down at intramurals make it more fun to go down this semester?
Yeah, I liked having snacks because I was usually pretty hungry by the time of intramurals, and it's also nice when I wasn't playing and when other people weren't playing, we could just eat snacks and it wasn't like we were just sitting around.
Yes, definitely. It made it so much more enjoyable because since there's so many people signed up for intramural games, not everyone can play at the same time. So being able to just chill, have snacks, listen to music, hang out with your friends down there instead of just sitting around doing really nothing really helped out.
So what else can we do here at the United States Air Force Academy to increase enjoyment of intramurals? Coach the teams, allow players to get better, and build skills they can use in their athletic endeavors later on in life. Reduce the team sizes to allow for more playing time to increase satisfaction yet again for intramural sports. As we learned in class, setting goals is very important. It allows for some sort of direction to be set, so you have that vector that you're aiming towards. If you're motivated, your attitude will be contagious.